put it into the actual unit and press clean, just as I was going to do.
Then press clean.
Did you hear it? I hit it as I was putting the bin in, and it said, I don't have a bin in. It tells you what it needs. Now I'm gonna press it, and it's gonna go and clean. And you're gonna see what that micro pump does with that water is it's going to moisten the pad, not the floor. It's not spraying water all over your floor. It's just moistening the pad.
So we are vacuuming and mopping, or if we just want to vacuum, we can just vacuum. That's totally fine as well. It's fascinating watching, as it always is, you know, watching iRobot go to work. I mean, there's a lot of hair on here, a lot of longer hair, and nothing gets the better of it. It doesn't get tangled, it doesn't get messed up. It so appropriately moves around the space and the place and the area, and it really finds where that dirt is, right? And again, this is obviously, you know, we're on a raised surface here. It's not falling off because all the sensors around it know that it's not to go any further. What you see today is not what you saw 20 years ago. The iRobot Roomba has gotten better every single year. You are looking at the latest and greatest, most advanced, fully featured robot of its kind from the Essential series. It's remarkable. Mopping, vacuuming, last call. Our team have just told me we've hit 10 p.m. Hi, everybody. We have about 15 to 20 minutes left. If it sells out before then, we'll certainly scoot along, but it is last call and last chance with our limited quantity. In this hour, we're going to get more energy with our True Energy socks, infrared nanoparticles that have pain-relieving properties, the best compression socks you can buy. Perfect Paint is back. We're going to transform your kitchen for under $40. We'll make something old, take it up, make something that's old and make it new again. An incredible offer from the OG Spin Power from Bell & Howell, but of course the star of the day is iRobot. It's compelling, Rebecca, when you say to somebody, and maybe it's, you know, your son and daughter-in-law who just moved into a new home and they're running around doing everything, trying to get on their feet with a career. It's new mom at home who's so busy with the baby.
That's the last thing they're gonna do.
It's mom and dad who've got to take the kids to football and to piano practice. It's grandma and grandpa, which they've had enough of vacuuming now.
Exactly.
It appeals to everybody.
This is really a universal, oh my gosh, it's a universal want, it's a universal need. I'm actually gonna take this here and show you that spot clean, because the spot clean really truly is one of my favorite things that we can do. And so I'm gonna put it right here in the middle, and you're gonna see when I hit that spot clean, it's gonna go and clean in a circular motion all the way out and really give more care and attention to this area. So whether it's gonna be the kitty litter that kind of spreads out there, or your dog lies for one of the places that I love, they'll take them for walks, and then they love to lay on the one rug that I have in the house.
You know it's true.
And there's where the pollen and the dander is gonna lie. So I love to kind of sit it there. And now do you see how it's getting all of that hair, all of that debris? And then we're gonna do a reveal so you can see what we were able to get. One of the things I always constantly say with this, it's dirt you see and the dirt you can't see. And I think that's truly important, because for me, I thought there's no way that this robot can clean as well as I do, but then I realized that it's gonna stay in that area until it knows it's clean. Look at this, how perfect it is. Now I'm going to stop it, and I wanna show you again how easy it is to unload that bin. I love this. Before it came out here and you'd open it up, and sometimes you'd have to dig in there. Not anymore. You just open it up, the entire thing is open, and it's kind of hard to see that dark hair, but there was a lot of hair.
That's long hair.
Long hair. And look at the fine particles.
Yes, I see it.
Whether it's dust, it's dirt, it's glitter. Crafters love this. This is gonna get everything, even from high pile carpet. It is not just for hard floor surfaces because it mops. This is for every floor surface in your home.
I want you to be excited about this. This is going to change everything. You're under no obligation to keep it, but let's live with it for 30 days. Let's try it. I know you've seen these in the past. I know you've seen them on TV, on TikTok, and we all know the iRobot Roomba, but for so many of us, we've never quite gotten there. We've never taken the plunge and said, okay, I'm going to buy one. Buy one today. You know, we don't have many today's specials at all, really, on iRobot. It's a couple a year. This one with the mopping feature, I think kind of takes it over the edge. Like maybe that's gonna really encourage us to finally give it a go. Think about it. If you don't love it, you send it back and get all your money back. So nothing lost. If you do love it, you just saved a fortune. And you know why? Because time is money, your time is money. If you actually love this, you just changed your life every day, every week. You'll never vacuum again. Rebecca said it so eloquently. When iRobot launched 20 years ago, they were very upfront. They said, listen, this is a great in-between vacuum. You might have your big vacuum days, and then, you know, just vacuuming maintenance, you'll have iRobot go about, It could still be that, but this is a replacement. Let's have no debate about it. The idea here is that iRobot have developed a vacuum that will replace your full-size vacuum. This is now your main vacuum cleaner that can do all that you need it to do in every room of your house, on every floor of your house, and every surface of your house. It doesn't matter about rugs with tassels. It doesn't matter about cords and cables. It doesn't matter about stairs. It knows, it understands, and it senses, and it will still get the job done for you. It knows when it's tired. It never gets tired until the battery gets low, unlike you and me and Rebecca. But when it is time to finish, it will go back to the dock by itself. 15 minutes remain on the final presentation of the year on iRobot. Rebecca, what's next?
I really want to show you, and we're actually spread out on this entire studio. So I have 3 different floors that I want to show you. Remember, it is simply a touch of the button. We do have an amazing app that I'm going to walk you through. You do not need that app though. You can simply get this home, you can plug it into the wall and hit that clean button right on the unit, and it will go and clean for 2 hours. You were saying when it gets tired, it's going to get tired a lot later than I would.
Yes.
I get tired of maybe 45 minutes. You're going to get 2 hours of clean. So if you're going to do that, I'm going to go down here. This is all I would do. I would hit this one button, and it's going to, once to wake it up, another to send it on its way, and it's going to go and it's going to clean for 2 hours. But here I have the app. And then across the studio, we have Roger. So Roger's over on the other side. Hi, Roger. Roger's over in our sitting area, way over there. I have the app here. So what I will do is I've got Roger, and it says, vacuum everywhere. I am going to hit vacuum Roger all the way over here, and you're gonna watch Roger start to go to work for me. Now, it can be across the studio. I did it across the country. I had a pet sitter watching my dogs.
Yes.
I was coming home, and I wanted to ensure I had clean floors. So before I got home, when I was across the country, I hit clean everywhere. I came home to vacuum and mopped floors. They were sparkling clean. So whether you're at the office and you're gonna have that party and you've got a million things to do, but the floors are not gonna be one of them, from your office, vacuum everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere, it doesn't matter. And the beauty is that iRobot do not discriminate. They do not say you have to have the app. You have to use the app. You gotta download. They don't say that. You do not have to use any app at all if you do not want to. There are buttons on the iRobot. You can just do that. If you're more comfortable that way, that is A-okay. Before I forget, I hope you can join Rebecca and I at 11 p.m. We have a big announcement to make. That's at 11 p.m. We're about 50 minutes away. A big announcement at 11 p.m. to stay with us for that. It's exciting. This hour, Perfect Paint is coming. Spin Power is coming. Mr. Bob Sacosta with the True Energy Socks. It's all happening in this show. All the VIPs are here. But the star of the show is iRobot. It's the dream product that I think in our lifetime we never really imagined would come to fruition.
No, I agree. It was something that you would hope. I used to joke when we would talk about it as just a vacuum, like, man, if it would just mop the floors, and then all of a sudden, they're listening. I was like so happy. It took another chore off my list. Remember, 20 years ago, the reason that we debuted here is because we knew this is the best place to go to show a product in action. And when you see the robot and you see that edge sweeping brush, you see 20 times the pickup when you're talking about suction. This is why we wanted to bring this here, because the idea of a vacuum and now a mop, to some people might be like, I don't know how it works, that's too much, I don't understand. Now we're gonna show you in action just how simple it is. Okay. So that's vacuuming.
Yes.
When you want it to also mop, you're gonna take the bin, here's a look at the pad, you're just gonna snap that into place. There is a sensor underneath this mop here, and that's all I had to do. Now it knows that water that is stored around the dry bin is gonna go to work, and that micro pump actually moistens the pad, not your floor. So if you're like, I don't want, water spraying all over my wood floors, it only moistens the mop or did I say that right? Moistens the mop, and it's gonna go and clean. And the other thing is you're gonna get really streak-free clean because that micro pump in there does it perfectly even. So it's not like splotchy or blotchy.
No
it's
splotchy.
Perfect. Now watch, it's vacuuming first. We have lint all over here, and look at how perfect that clean is. And right before your eyes, as you're watching it, you're gonna see it dry.
I mean, it's a sight I've never seen before, and I've presented iRobot so many times over the years. It's the next stage. It's the next evolution of iRobot. It's mopping the floor. You know, if the pets are running around and they go outside and they get the floor muddy, or the kids, obviously, there's always that foot traffic. We gotta mop the floor. It can do it for you. But what I love is it's more consistent. So it's not pooling on the floor. There's no excess water on the floor. I'm not worried that it's gonna warp my solid hardwood flooring either. It can be on the tile or the linoleum or the laminate or the hardwood, and it will do it. Look at the consistency, it's remarkable. So we're gonna mop, we're gonna vacuum, we're gonna do it all in one pass. If you don't want it to mop, it does not have to mop. It can just be the vacuum if you just want it to vacuum. T-minus 10 minutes, final presentation. Over 5,600 sold, final few hundred now left before it is sold out. If you Google it, if you look for it, nobody else in America has this color. An exclusive color that iRobot made just for our HSN customers. And nobody that I've been able to find has a value overall that's as strong as we do. We're at $179 instead of $279, and we're free shipping, and we're flex pay, which means on any credit card or debit card, you can get this home for $36. 'Tis the season as we head into September and we start thinking about Halloween and Thanksgiving, the holidays will get busier and busier. That's the time to try it. Let's have a robotic vacuum. Let's have a robotic mop. Let's give this as a gift for mom and dad. What better gift? She, they, he would love that. Something that gives us our life back. But remember, Rebecca, it is exactly what you said. On one hand, I say, I have a robot that's gonna do it for you, but there is no compromise or sacrifice.
No.
It will do the job as well as you, if not better.
It is better because it's gonna reach areas. I have a California King bed. Before I had this, I would go on my hands and knees with a broom, try to get out as much of the dirt as I could because my vacuum was not going under there. This cleans every single time, and it goes and it glides under there. This is the lowest profile we've ever offered. It's a ½ inch lower. So it's gonna get under even more couches, more armchairs, more buffet tables, more dining room chairs and tables. And then we have that furniture follow, so it's gonna follow all the way around. When you look at it, sometimes you're thinking it's magic, but you have to remember we have more than 20 years of experience and knowledge that goes into every one of our units, and we keep building upon it. And it really does come down to our patented cleaning stages. What we have now is 4. We used to say our patented 3-stage cleaning system. It is now 4 because of that mop. But it all starts with this edge-sweeping brush. That's where the beauty happens. Look at how far it stretches out. It kind of curves down, so it will get into the divots of your hardwood floor. It's gonna get into the grout, all the corners. It brings it in to the path using 20 times the suction power of our popular 600 series. And this V brush, you're gonna love this. Do you see it's got the soft bristles along with the harder plastic?
Yeah.
Those soft bristles go and grab the debris from high pile carpet, and then that rubber is going to propel it into the bin. And then that 4-stage, you're gonna see, I think it should actually be called a 5-stage because now you have mopping, but remember inside, we also have that high efficiency filter, which is gonna get rid of 99.97% of pet dander, allergens, pollen, all of the stuff you want to get rid of in your house. Now I'm ready to mop. Remember, as soon as I put that mop on there, that's all I had to do. I didn't have to go into the app every single time. I don't have to go and find anything. That's all I have to do. I put that mop on there, and as soon as I press clean, it's going to go and vacuum first, then mop for 2 hours. And then send itself home. You're not gonna have to play hide and seek with this. You're not gonna have to go and guess where it is.
Yeah.
When it gets tired, it realizes it and it finds its home.
You know, I'm just thinking about, have you ever heard of frozen shoulder?
No.
I know. So my mom fell the other day at home.
No.
And she's got something called frozen shoulder. And she can't lift her arm properly, right?
Oh my gosh.
So she went to the hospital and they said, well, there's not much you can do about it. You can have some kind of therapy with it, but you've got to let it heal. And you know, she loves a clean home.
house. Oh yeah, and
So
when you're somebody like that, it literally feels
it eats
heavy
away
on you.
at her.
Yes,
She
yes.
hates it. But I think that's a story that's, you know, for so many of us where cleaning the house is hard work. It's a lot of work, right? Smaller homes or bigger homes. You let go of it and you say, I want that clean home. I'm gonna let the robot do it for me, just like I let the dishwasher clean my dishes, like I let the washing machine wash my clothes. Let iRobot do the work. Now, not just vacuuming, but mopping. I keep certainly one eye on what's left and certainly one eye on the clock. I have 6 minutes remain. Rebecca and I are wrapping up the final presentation in 6 minutes. At the end of that 6 minutes, Rebecca and I will make a big announcement about what's happening at 11 p.m. in case you didn't hear yet, but that is on the way at 11. I'll tell you what it's about. Rebecca, the amazing thing about iRobot is their quality, their customer service, their reputation, which of course precedes it. These are the guys that started this whole industry.
They did.
Nobody did it before iRobot.
No, they are geniuses. They literally send things into space,
Yes.
but they realize how can we use this for good? And we want to make a lot of people happy and take that cleaning chore off. And I will tell you, it's life-changing. I didn't realize. I was one of those where like, your whole life, you think you have to do this thing.
Yeah,
you don't realize you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
And then when you go to a price point like this, it is honestly, it's less than hiring somebody one time to come and clean your entire house.
Right.
You're gonna have this and you can schedule the clean. So I schedule my clean, it has taken it completely off my mind.
Yeah.
I don't even have to go and press it because I can do that. But I wanna show you the deep down clean you're gonna get with that up to 20 times the suction power, because I really wanna show you that it's not just going to pick up the little odds and ends that's on the top. It's gonna go deep into that high pile carpet, and look at that. The hair, you've got the fruity pebbles, and then underneath there, we've got the finest of the fine. This is where you know, this is the proof in the pudding. When you see this kind of fine debris, you know you're getting deep down clean.
We have 4 minutes remaining, everybody, so we're at the end of our journey together, although we could do this all night because it's so fun, because Rebecca and I don't have to do anything.
Press a button. Oh, my finger.
The other thing as well that occurred to me is that the difference today versus 10 years ago, you know, the arguments, the story, the proposition is still as compelling, if not more, but when they are $500, $600, $700, oof, we've got a big financial barrier to overcome. I understand the benefit, but is it worth it? Can I afford to do that right now? When you bring the price down so low, $279, which is the normal price, very good. I mean, really an incredible opportunity at that price for the time it will save you. You could say it's priceless. But when you take the price down to $179, you have just busted through all those barriers, right? You're now at a price where you can't ignore it. You can't really resist it. And that's why I say to you, at least give it a go on a flex pay of 36 bucks. If you don't love it, you send it back. Absolutely, you send it back. Listen, it's not for everybody. Nothing is for everybody. We're all unique. We all have preferences. If you don't love it, you send it back, you get your money back, but at least you tried it. The product that you've seen for years and that you've thought about for years, you've tried it and now you know. On the other hand, if you do love it, which we think you will, like millions and millions and millions of people have done, if you do love it, you just saved yourself a whole lot of time, a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of effort. Now, you've got your own robot at home that will vacuum and mop on command, on demand. Whenever you want it to do, your floors will be sparkling. Your carpets will be as clean as they've ever been. I mean, Rebecca, it's an easy yes.
So I wanted to actually show you this because I just want you to picture this. So up until today, up until we had this, I would go home and my floors were all vacuumed.
Right.
But I could see little feet print.
Right.
I have an 11-year-old daughter and you know, there's just little feet print everywhere. Now when I come home, this is what I see. And I don't know if you can see this, but it is beautiful. It's rich, it's gorgeous, no feet print. I can do this every single day if I want. I can do this several times a day. She's never gonna complain, or he. They're never gonna say they're tired. You can continue to hit that button and it will go out for 2 hours. But imagine walking in after a long day at work, or a long day, a weekend away,
yes,
and this is what you see. It's beautiful.
It's a dream.
Perfection. It is like you had somebody come in and get on their hands and knees and scrub your floor.
Yeah.
Now you can do that again anytime you want, and you can schedule the clean so you can have this every single day you come home.
And all the little things that we talk about but we take for granted. The places that we couldn't get to. Under the bed, we're gonna vacuum. Under the chair, under the table, that low profile area. You know, all the areas that are just awkward to get into, the nooks and crannies. We get tired, we get distracted. I can't do anything at home without one of my children say, Dad, 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 can we do this? Can I do this? So there's always a distraction at home. He never gets distracted, or she never gets distracted. iRobot's gonna keep on plowing through. iRobot's gonna keep on going. It's gonna go through the living room. It's gonna go to the bedroom. It's gonna go to the kids' room and the guest room. It's gonna go into the hallway. It'll be in the foyer. It's gonna do the entire home, and it won't stop until the whole job is complete. Nobody's gonna call iRobot and distract them and you forget about it. It's just gonna keep on working for you. We have about 1.5 minutes left with everybody on the phone. With everybody on the phone and ordering. There are less than 400 remaining. We've sold 5,000 something now, I think nearly 6,000. With all the folks who are currently placing their orders, we have around 400 left before it is sold out. Rebecca, the only Today Special of the year.
The only Today Special, and we hit it out of the ballpark with the vacuum and the mopping. I had to show off Roger, because Roger's been working hard all day. Now, this is an HSN rug. They have cleaners, but people come in with their shoes all day long and take a look at what it was able to get from this rug. This is what it's gonna do at your home. The very first time you open that bin and you see, no matter how clean you think you are, there are areas you haven't been able to reach. With our slimmest profile ever, it's gonna get into more areas and you're gonna get the deepest clean. And you didn't have to do anything.
You did nothing. You pressed the button. It's a dream. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Let me just quickly tell you the announcement that Rebecca and I are making is that at 11 p.m. we're going to give everybody one more chance at our Sealy Posturepedic Today Special, the #1 trusted brand.
#1, and this mattress is everything you could want with comfort and support.
If you missed the Today Special from